Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt back again here today at the only place that we always can be, and of course, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, we have obviously a different video. We don't do these often, but with a new flavor coming out, I had to try it, and of course, as Logan Paul being a WWE superstar, I guess he's one of the privileged ones to be able to be featured on such a illustrious channel as Matt's Wrestling Collectibles. We have a new flavor, though, today, like I said, in the Prime drink line, and that is now Glowberry. I saw this a few days ago, maybe a week ago. It was posted up on a page that I follow on Facebook, and I said, okay, well, it's time. The hunt is on. Took me a few days, but eventually we did find them, and surprisingly enough, there was only one left when I purchased this, so I was thinking about grabbing it. I'm like, maybe it's that good, maybe it's not. I guess we'll find out. The last time that we did a drink review, again, this was of course a Prime drink, and it was their lemonade. I'm not sure exactly what rating I gave on that. It might have been an 8.5 out of 10. It might have been a 9 out of 10. I know it was definitely good. It was enjoyable. And, we'll see what we got going on here today with our next contestant, our next up and on the block, ready to be chopped. Who knows? We'll find out. Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? It is Prime Hydration. And again, this is Glowberry. And as you can see, it's got a cool, packaging to it. Label, everything is definitely different as opposed to their normal ones, which are, solid colored. But this is, hey, who knows what it's going to be? We're going to find out right now. Fresh here. We're going to crack it for the first time. Get a listen. Get it nice and close here. And there it is. There it is. Prime Hydration in the works. We've got the Glowberry. So without further ado, let's see what we got this on the review and see how it is. So it's there's a little, okay, hold on, it's changing. The afterthought, as I like to call it. It's the flavor that's coming through though after it. It is a little sour. It's got like a little bit of sourness to it. It's kind of like appley, but it's kind of, I don't even know how I want to describe that. Unfortunately, when it comes down to these drinks, of course, all those dead set flavors that are, fruit punch, lemonade, the blue raspberry, the grape, the orange, obviously very straightforward. You're either going to like them or you're not. You're going to think that they either taste like what they claim or that they don't. I will say with this, what do we got on here? We got, a gram of sugar for the whole bottle, and I will tell you, tasting this, it definitely tastes like there's a lot more than a gram of sugar in there. But I don't know what I want to say as far as a review for this. I'm kind of a little stuck on this right now. It doesn't say anywhere on here. I don't know if it just says Glowberry, naturally flavored with other flavors, and there is no set flavor to this. Does say 10% coconut water as always. I don't really ever taste the coconut in any of them. Maybe a little bit in the Meta Moon at most. But would be kind of cool if Prime came out with a coconut flavor, considering that, they're putting in 10% coconut water. So, maybe we'll see that in the future. But I don't know. This is a tough one. And, of course, I'd say, one sip, everybody knows the rules, but around here, that's just not the case. Let's say it like this. It's definitely, and again, it's good. It's got a little bit of a sour aftertaste. I do like this a lot. It's definitely good. Definitely tastes good. It was a little weird there at first because I was like, is it how's it going? Are we flipping this? What's happening here? But after, a couple of sips and kind of getting that flavor afterwards, it's definitely like a sour apple, without question. It's there. Maybe a little bit of something else in there as well. But it is definitely a sour apple taste and feel. It's good. I gotta say, this is definitely good. I would drink this probably more often than most of the flavors. I've never been a huge blue raspberry fan. It doesn't matter what it is. So, it's nothing against the Prime drinks, obviously. But blue raspberry's never really been my thing. The fruit punch wasn't bad. Orange is always a win for me anyway. The Meta Moon I like. The Rocket Pop flavor there, I do like that as well. And the lemonade was good. The lemonade was good too. If I had to give this a rating, I would say, keeping this on the 1 to 10 scale, of course, and just in prime drinks, I'd have to give this probably at least an 8 to 8.5, somewhere in there. And I hope that's not exactly spot on to my lemonade review. I'd have to go back and take a look. I can't even remember, but it's like an 8.5. It's somewhere in that 8 to 8.5 range. It's good. It definitely tastes good. I mean, obviously, if anybody out there is preferring to try to take in less sugar, or is on a diet, or likes to go to the gym more than myself, obviously. But a good substitute, obviously, to a lot of maybe different drinks that are out there. I know there's been some talk about Prime being this, Prime being that. I don't know. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't drink them consistently or on a daily basis, so I'm not really too worried about it. But if I did have to say, definitely, you know what? I'm going to go with an 8.3 on this. We're going to get right kind of in between the 8 to 8.5 and leaning a bit more towards the 8.5. I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10. And again, definitely good, definitely tasted good, and as always, Prime getting the review on this channel. Logan Paul, one of the only WWE superstars or wrestlers out there that I know of at this moment that has a product like this out. I'm sure there are other products out there that I've just never even heard of or maybe come across, but that is why we do some of these Prime drink reviews on the channel. I actually may even start doing them all. Maybe we'll get one of every single Prime, and we'll do all the Prime flavors, and start doing a small little Prime drink review mini episode type of thing here. But 8.3 out of 10 for sure. And for anybody who does not know, Logan Paul is actually going to be boxing Dylan Dennis this, I don't know if it's this weekend or this upcoming following weekend, but he is boxing Dylan Dennis, so that will be fun to watch for a lot of people that maybe don't know or care to know. But I do follow UFC pretty heavily. I have not missed a UFC event, I don't even know, maybe since 2017 or 18. And love the UFC, love professional wrestling, love the WWE, love AEW, all that stuff. And I do like boxing. Occasionally, I do watch the bigger fights. I'm not really crazy about just boxing in general. As Dana White would always say, the UFC and what goes on there. I mean, yes, I've definitely seen some special treatment at times. I think we all have, and that's without question. But they are very much more about the real matchmaking, and that's the way I see it. You look at some of these matches in boxing, I just not really understanding, I guess, how some of the inner works go into making these matchups. Of course, you look at a situation right now where Francis Ngannou has left the UFC. He is now going to be debuting this upcoming year. I think they said sometime around February or March, something like that. He's supposed to be having his first PFL MMA fight. And prior to that, he is going to be boxing Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champion of the world in boxing, or in one of the weight classes anyway. I'm not sure about how all those multiple championships work either. It's a lot of stuff that I try to keep up with, but it's just, it takes a long time, I think, to really grasp that concept and to be able to follow through with knowing all these different organizations and the titles that go with them. But with that said, Ngannou is boxing Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champion of the world, and on the cusp of this fight being very soon, only a few weeks away, on the cusp of this fight, we are now being announced that Tyson Fury will be facing Alexander Usyk, and as far as I understand with that fight was very hard for them to make. They had a lot of issues back and forth. They got canceled, I think, at least twice. And it just kind of makes me laugh that now the fight has been booked. And if you want my honest opinion, I have some weird feeling that Usyk is going to find a way to say that if Fury beats Ngannou, he'll have some excuse of why he doesn't want to fight him. And if Fury loses to Ngannou, does he still want to fight him at that point? What will be the case? I mean, of course, I understand that, if Ngannou knocks out Tyson Fury, it doesn't mean that he becomes the heavyweight champion of the world. But with all this being said, I do think it puts a very tough spot on Fury's legacy. And of course, if this was to go in a different way than everybody's expecting it to go, I don't know how that next fight plays out for him and Alex. But of course, we're going to get back to this and also get out of this all at the same time. Guys, if you appreciated this video, and as always, I appreciate all of you, get over to the channel and hit subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. And if you haven't already on the video, hit the like button. Helps me out tremendously. It gets me up there in the YouTube feeds and all that algorithm bullshit and whatever else they are going on there. And so that is what it is, right? But today we have our Prime Hydration Glowberry review, an 8.3 out of 10. And for the Prime Hydration line from myself and Matt's Wrestling Collectibles as a whole, I just want to say thank you guys and stay tuned until the next video.